All right, I have Orion Melahan here, CEO of LifeAid Beverage Company, and we're going to cover the topic of working on your business versus in your business. I witness a lot of business owners working in their business, and then it seems like they can never grow. It's like, oh, I feel trapped, or I work all day and I don't really see any progress. That used to be me, and I've gotten to move out of that. And that used to be Orion, and he's gotten to move out of it. So what does that mean to you, and what did you do to move to working on your business?
Well, when we started LifeAid, it was two of us, and we really didn't have any resources or money. So, so we needed to be working on the business. But the reality is you had to work in the business because we didn't have any of the resources available.
In the beginning, you have to do both.
And there's a fallacy out there that you can always extract yourself from the business. In my view, if you're in a hyper growth business, you always got to be in the business to get your pulse on it. But certainly it's important to think about 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 years, what the business is going to look like. It's important that you have those resources and that infrastructure to be able to step outside of the business and the minutia and the rote task, and to be able to really think about things strategically, think about the mission of the business, the people, your constituents, and how you want to shape that over 10 years. If you're sitting in front of your computer answering emails for 8 hours a day, that's never going to happen.
Yeah, I know a lot of coaches may hear that and go, I'm not building, a huge beverage company or something like that. And I'll tell you, everything he just said is exactly the types of things I take people through. It's just as critical for a coaching business as any other business. One of the mistakes I made early on was that I thought I was special. Like, oh, I'm in the coaching business, I don't have to do business like other people. Bullshit. So what are some things that you invested in infrastructure-wise to start working on the business that allowed it to grow?
Yeah, and these are things that, being both my business partner, Aaron, and myself were kind of solopreneurs. I had a financial planning practice. He was a chiropractor, and so we had to work in and on the business. And when we were looking at really marketing to CrossFit gyms, which was our initial target, every coach, every business should always focus on that one ideal customer, that one ideal client. What we were introduced to was some automated marketing and email marketing campaigns, drip marketing campaigns through Infusionsoft, which is now kept. And we spent like 20% of the $10,000 in the bank to put this infrastructure in place and automate it. And really, during that time, we're working on the business because we were laying the foundation for all this automation. So we were able to extract ourselves, really build that out. And then once we pushed the go button on that, then we just reaped so many rewards of all of these different routines, all these different post-it notes, like call this person at this time. Like, just automation really allowed us to extract ourselves and then really work on the business, and then really hire the people in the positions that they needed to be able to scale the business. And that's crucial for any successful business. It can't be dependent on one person. Like, so tomorrow, if I get hit by a bus, my business will continue to live on without me. You should be thinking about how to scale your business from day one. Yeah.
I'm in the process right now. I think we're always in the process of getting a lot of process management organization in the business, so that if someone does disappear, it's not like, oh no, what do we do? This one person had all this stuff in their head. No, this is all systemized. A lot of it's automated. If we automate it, we can be in even better touch with our clients. How long was it before you said you dropped about 20 G's on some investing in
20% of our, it cost us at the time maybe $2,500.
$2,500.
Yeah.
So $2,500. How long did it take? Were you able to measure? Oh, I'm glad we put this in place. We made our money back on that investment fairly quickly.
Well, for our business, it was literally the difference of not making it and declaring bankruptcy, and actually getting to a certain scale, especially in the CrossFit community. So when we developed those campaigns and we pushed the go button, the results were overnight.
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 Yeah. I know anytime we implement new automation around our marketing, all of a sudden we see an uptick. It's always nice when it happens within 30 days. It's like, oh, I dropped the money in. Oh, some money came back. Oh, that's nice. Well, what's really cool now is it's 2020 and investing in those types of things has gotten cheaper. So I know that we recommend Kartra to people. It's like $200 a month to get started, and that's all you're going to spend for a little while. And they also have all these templates and suggested copy and these things you can follow. And I know that
SaaS is now they always have free options because they want you to graduate to the paid stuff. So.
Well, I know that when you guys got started, when I got started with a lot of the online direct marketing, to get everything built out was way more difficult, and it was more expensive. Now it's gotten cheaper and a lot easier, in my opinion. There's also more noise, but there's no excuse not to do it, I guess is what I'm getting to.
People want a customized experience, and there is a lot of noise, but if you make the experience customized and you're not force feeding it to your clients or customers, you're going to have much higher retention of those clients, better relationships, and really an understanding of what their needs and requirements are, because that touch point is going to lead to an interaction, which is going to lead to a takeaway and a way for you to up level your business to the next scale. For
a coach who is just getting started, maybe they're making $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month, what would you recommend the first thing they invest in, infrastructure wise or in automation or systems wise?
A way to do outreach to their customer it costs much more money to add an additional customer than retain your current customer base. So any ways that you can add to that retention, personalized experience. It's cutthroat out there. There's a lot of coaches, a lot of competition out there. What are you going to differentiate? How are you going to differentiate yourself? And then also,
you're talking about nurturing. You're nurturing.
Nurturing.
They're already a client. You're nurturing the relationship, and there's a lot of things you can do through automation to do that. In addition to you personally having that touch.
And also, you want to create an avatar of who your ideal customer is, and really that sets the guardrails of who you want to work with. And the sooner that you get to a comfortable place to be able to say no to people is the sooner that you graduate to having a real business.
Yeah. Excellent. Anything else you want to leave them with?
Yes.
Drink LifeAid.
I was going to say the other way that you can monetize your business certainly is offer LifeAid to your clients. We certainly would appreciate that.
Yeah. Excellent. Thanks for joining us today.
Cool. Thanks, Mike.